Okay, magnesium. Let's talk about that because it's a hot topic at the moment, and I'm not entirely sure why. It's only been awesome for about 70 years. But anyway, everyone's getting very excited about it at the moment, so I'm going to talk about magnesium and why I think it's good. Powders or tablets? Which ones do you take? I'm not here to talk about brands specifically. I am here to talk about the general effects of magnesium and why it's good and which ones I take. I do take only practitioner only brands and sell them in the clinic. I don't sell anything to people that I wouldn't take myself or give to my family. So that's why I think, you get what you pay for with supplements. If you want to buy cheap stuff, well then you get cheap stuff. My advice is, do you go for tablets or do you go for powder? I will always go for a powder over tablets. And the reason why, there's a couple of reasons. One of them is that powder is much, much easier to absorb and metabolize. It works much more quickly. So the only reason that I would suggest that people take tablets is that if you're very sensitive in the stomach and you don't want the quick absorption, you want to slow it down a bit, that will be one reason why tablets could be a better option for you. But generally, most people want to have magnesium work very quickly because usually it's a pain thing. Pain and muscle aches and pains. We use magnesium for all kinds of different things. It's involved in a lot of different metabolic actions, about 300 or 400 or 500, or maybe even 600, could even be more, we don't actually know, but it's involved in a lot of different metabolic pathways and it has a lot of effect on the body. So most people, like I say, use it for muscle pain or muscle cramps, but you also need it for headaches and migraines. If you've got pain, magnesium is very good at alkalizing the body. It's an alkaline mineral, which means it's the reverse of acidity. So it helps reduce inflammation and gets your body more basic, more alkaline, and that always helps pain. And another reason that magnesium is awesome is because you need it for the adrenal function. So when you're stressed and when you're under the pump, if you're drinking a lot of coffee, if you're eating processed foods, work, family, relationship dramas, whatever, you burn magnesium up because you're making a lot of adrenal hormones. And if you're making adrenal hormones, that's where all your magnesium goes. You need magnesium to replenish your adrenal system so you can make new hormones. And if you're wired and you're stressed, then you're going to be a bit deficient in that because you're just burning it all up all the time. So it's an awesome thing to replace in the body. Most people are deficient in it. I don't see the blood results that often. I won't go that far clinically. Some people do, and I can analyse that, and that's fine. But I generally diagnose people off their symptoms. And cramping is a simple sign of being magnesium deficient. Shoulder pain, neck pain, lower back pain, quite often this is magnesium based. It may not be the complete solution, but it's certainly one piece of the puzzle. So if you've got any of these things, if you're stressed, if you're under the pump, if you've got muscle aches and pains, I strongly suggest that you try magnesium if you haven't done that before. So yeah, I take it every day. I take it as a powder. And there's different forms of magnesium. Which one's the best? Good quality powders will have several different types of magnesium in them. So you don't necessarily need to worry about should you take orotate over citrate or whatever. It's probably not that important. Good quality magnesium also has a lot of different minerals and vitamins in it. It's not just magnesium itself. It's more like a multi-mineral complex, but magnesium is the main ingredient in there that has the main therapeutic action. But when I'm taking a magnesium, I want a good quality powder and I want it to have a lot of different ingredients in. For example, again, I'm not going to talk about the brands. This one is awesome, but in this you have selenium for your thyroid and for your immune system. You have chromium that you need to regulate blood sugar. You have vitamin Bs, for example, B1, B2, B3, B6 is very important for adrenal function, B9, so on and so forth. But you've also got things like potassium in there, there's a bit of calcium in there, there's ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, and there is some amino acids. So the magnesium's what they call chelated or bound to the amino acids. And that's quite a good quality one. And most of the better quality powders, you will see when you actually read the ingredients about what's in there, it will have different minerals in there and some vitamins. It's not just magnesium itself. So that's the tips about why I think it's awesome. If you've got muscle aches and pains, magnesium is what you need. If you're feeling run down, if you're feeling tired, your adrenal function is shot, you need to have magnesium. It's an awesome alkalizing mineral and I have it every day in my breakfast. That is Ben from the Natural Medicine and Nutrition Clinic, and that is my little rant on magnesium.